Hello, it's Joe from sunny Southall. Ealing Council, Public Health Ealing are doing training for fall preventions. So this is obviously people who are tripping over the loose slabs in Southall. Tell us more about it, please, Angela.
Right. It's a good idea to offer training so that people can improve their core stability and check whether their shoes are suitable and, their flooring at home. But Ealing Council are a big cause as to why people are tripping and falling on the pavements of Southall. For example, if you go along South of Broadway, there are multiple loose, chipped, and uneven paving slabs. I stood on a loose one and I was with a friend. I almost lost my balance and I fell towards him, but fortunately I was able to remain upright. I'm not an elderly person, but the state of the pavements on both sides of the Broadway is appallingly bad. Likewise, with the pavements where I live in Old Southall, the tarmac pavements are worn away, uneven, and again, they are trip hazards. Also, on South Road, outside of the outlet store, there is a massive raised tarmac area, and it looks as though Ealing Council couldn't be bothered to dig out a tree root. I spoke to the owner of the outlet store and he said many people fall outside of his store. An uneven pavement with such a huge raised area doesn't help. So yes, it's good the council are doing falls prevention training, but really it is detracting away from Ealing Council's failure to actually ensure that when an elderly person or a person with mobility problems is outside of the home, that the pavements are safe.
Well,
So I would say,
these slabs were changed a few years ago, and I believe it cost millions. They called it, I believe, the Southall Boulevard. Now, when you do a big project like they did on the Broadway, you're talking millions of pounds were spent. So once again, obviously the council are not maintaining or even bothering to check if the job's been done correctly. I'll tell you what happened to me. I was going out to dinner and it was raining, so I was trying to rush into a restaurant. One of the slabs moved, all the splashes, the dirty earth that was underneath the tiles, the slabs, that came onto my clothes. You know, my trousers, everything. And you think that just a little while, well, a few years ago, they spent millions of pounds.
yeah, it's dangerous out there, and I would say it would be a matter of time before an elderly person has a serious fall and dies as a result of Ealing Council's neglect of the pavements in Southall. There are a high number of falls. I've read it somewhere. I think it's comparable to Greenford. I think Greenford also has a high number of falls. Shame on Ealing Council for not repairing the pavements. My mum had a very serious fall in Northolt, which is still in the borough of Ealing. She tripped over a paving slab. She went flying and broke her foot. So it can be very, very serious. And for some elderly people, if they face plant on the pavement, they will die.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate your time.